Hello everyone, I'm back. It's me, Micaiah. I know I haven't really videotaped videotaped in a long time. I'm sorry. But I'm back. I just went to New Orleans, my hometown, yes. And I got my hair done, as you can see. I'm loving it. They wouldn't let me tape in the beauty salon, but that's fine. I understand. But they did a really good job, and it's my first time without a rag over my head. But let's just cut to the chase. So this has been on my mind for a long time, and I'm sorry that if my makeup is off and everything, I'm sorry. But this has been on my mind for a very long time, and I wanted to tell you about high school and some situations that went down, and I'm not doing this for attention. I'm sharing this personal story because I want to teach other teenagers and little kids that this could happen to anyone, and please stay safe. And just to like just to bring it out there, and I know a lot of people um have and I'm happy that a lot of people has the courage to tell their story about if something happens to them. And this is my first time like doing this, and I just wanted to share my personal story with you about what happened to me in high school, which I'm still there, but it was last year. And like I said before, I'm not doing this for attention. I'm not doing this because I want people to feel sorry for me. If you feel sorry for me, fine, but I'm not doing this for people to feel sorry about me, feel sorry for me, or anything like that. I'm doing this for me and for just to teach everybody that you don't have to go through this, and you don't have to go through the stuff that I went through, just to teach little kids and to teach teenagers that this may happen to me, but I hope it doesn't happen to you. Okay, so let's start the story. So back in high school, it was like a few weeks, in high school. Well, at first I was in child development and stuff, but I had to change because I wanted to take English too. So instead of going through child development, I decided to take culinary arts, and that was fun because um, I had made so many friends in there. Happy that I made a lot of friends, and I had a few friends in there that I knew, and I sat at my not closest friends, but the friends that I knew in there. I sat by them, and there were a few, like, there was these two guys there. Um, I'm not gonna name their names. Let's just call one of them. Well, the guy that I'm about to tell you. Well, um, let's call the two of them um Alex and no wait. Alex um and James, let's just say that. And we were we were very goofy in culinary arts. We tried to focus on our studies, but we also liked goofing around and stuff. And then one of my friends, named Chastity, decided decided to what to call it. She decided to ask, well, because she knew I was bi and stuff. So we decided to do a game and ask the boys and the girls, just like, who's your favorite person at our table? And she asked me first, and I said, well, I chose this other girl named, let's just call her Belle or something. Yeah, let's just call her Belle. I said her because she was quiet and she stick to her studies, and that encouraged me to get back on track and stuff. So yeah, I picked Belle, and then Chastity asked Alex and did I say Sam or Jay? I'm sorry, I'm very bad at picking and doing names. I'm sorry. That was my mom. She was just opening up the door, make sure I'm okay. I'm good. But let's continue. Alex, and I think I named him James. Yeah, I named him James. Okay, I'm very bad at of fake names and actual names. I'm so sorry about that, but let's just keep on going. So she asked James who was his favorite among the group. He would not. He said Belle as well because, like, he didn't want to seem like picky and all that stuff. He didn't like doing that kind of stuff, and that's fine. We were just being goofy that day and all that stuff. So he just picked Belle, and he said because she's the only one only one doing her work and stuff. Understandable. Very understandable. So and again, sorry if I look a mess. I know I'm a little bit messy today, and stuff, but and then Chastity asked Alex who was his favorite among the group, and he kept on hinting at a girl with braids and stuff. I used to have braids back in last year as well, and I'm gonna get braids again because I want to grow out my hair a little bit more, but still. He said girl with braids, and a lot of us had braids in our group, so we're just like, come on, you have to narrow it down a little bit. And he kept on looking at me, and he kept on looking at everybody else, and we kept on playing with him, just like, yo, who you like? Who do you like? We just wanted to know, being our little nosy selves. So then it was like the end of class, and we still kept on. It was like the end of class, and we still kept on asking him, yo, who you like? Who you like? And to the point where he said the girl with the long braids and cute face, and we're just like, are are we were just like, okay. And then I follow him outside in the hall because he still wouldn't say it, and I said, yo, who do you like? He's just like, girl with the long braids. And he looked at me, and I'm just like, I was a little bit flattered, let's just say. I was a little bit, and then I went back, and I'm just like, yo, he said the girl with the long braids, and he looked at me all cute and stuff. And they're just like, it could be anyone. It could be anyone. I'm just like, yeah, that's true. So, went back to class. I got sick, a couple of days like actually first the next day, 2 days after that, Chastity and a few of us made a plan with a plan to go to Applebee's and stuff with Alex because Alex had a car and stuff, and we made a plan to go to Applebee's. That day, I didn't know who would be driving me because I thought that we were all gonna be in the same car and stuff. But apparently, apparently, all of us were not gonna be in the same car. Chastity and my other friend, let's call her Sasha. Let's call her Sasha. Sasha, I'm sorry about the names. Chastity and Sasha was going with Sasha's mom. Sasha's mom was gonna drive Chastity. Chastity, Chastity and them to Applebee's. So I'm just like, oh, okay. And they're just like, hey, if you really, if you still, if you're still going, you can ask Alex, to take you. And I didn't feel comfortable with that because it would just be me and him in the car. So I was just like, I'm sorry. I made up like a little lie because I didn't really feel comfortable with going in the same car. I know I shouldn't have made a little lie, but sometimes like you gotta do what you gotta do. And I told them, I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't make it. My little niece is having a birthday and stuff. I don't have an my little sister is having a birthday. My little sister wasn't there, so they didn't find out about that. They might now. And they're just like, oh, girl, just like, okay, then maybe next time. So Alex and Alex, Chastity, and Sasha went to Applebee's. They said they had a great time, but they said you should have been there, honey, because apparently you just wanna stay home and stuff. I'm just like, I'm sorry, I couldn't help it and stuff. The next day I said I'm sorry, I couldn't help but stay home and stuff. I had to. My little sister's birthday, and I'm sorry. So we tried making other plans to go to sorry about that. To go to Whataburger after school, and they said okay. They were just like, at well, Alex had a job, so he was saying that if he gets off of work, we can all go to Whataburger and stuff. And I'm just like, okay, I'll ask my mom. My mom was cool with it, and I'm happy that she was. But then he texted us and just like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to pick you guys up and stuff. I'm just like, yo, that's understandable. Like, you have a job and stuff, understandable, and stuff. You have stuff to do, understand. But then I got sick the next day, and I posted on my Snapchat, just like, yo, I had to go to the hospital and get some blood drawn and stuff. I'm okay now, yay, happy. But then, I posted a picture on Snapchat, just like, yo, going to the hospital, I'm gonna be okay and all that stuff. Posted that, and then Alex texted me back, just like, yo, you okay? Just like, what happened? I'm just like, I'm good. Why you ask? Are you worried about me? I know I was a little bit flirty, like, on that part, and he's just like, well, yeah, I'm a little bit worried about you. I'm just like, oh, okay. And then we started texting from there. We were being all cute and stuff. And 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 stuff. We were being all cute and all that stuff. Just texting back and forth. Um and yeah, we were being all cute, texting back and forth, giving sweet messages, and then we decided, well, I was 15 at the time, so on my, well, we decided during when he was 17, I was 15. So we decided that we would have a relationship, and this was a little bit of weeks. I was about to be 16, and that was a little bit of weeks before I turned 16. And then we decided to be in a little secret kind of relationship. And we kept on being a little bit flirty in class, just being a little couple self. And then Chastity was just like, "Oh, are you two a little item?" And I'm just like, maybe just a little bit. And then he took a picture of me without, well, I didn't know he was taking a picture of me. I was looking cute that day, so I was fine with it. But he took like a secret picture of me and sent it to my Snap. He's just like, "Look at my girl looking cute as heck," and I'm just like, I was a little bit flattered. I was a little bit flattered. I'm just like, and I was smiling during class, and they're just like, "Oh, who sent you? Who sent you what? Just like, what's on your phone making you smile like that big?" I'm just like, "Oh, nothing, nothing." And then, um, me and him made plans to meet, like Chastity, me, and Alex decided to meet after school after he worked and stuff. And I told my mom, like, I didn't, well, I told a little lie to my mom, which I shouldn't have, but that was, like, I understand that was wrong of me, and I knew that I was gonna get into some trouble, but I was, I was, I was, I wouldn't say young because I'm 16, almost 17, almost my birthday and stuff. But I would not say that I was young. I was just stupid. I didn't understand this thing that I was getting myself into. Because he was a senior, I was, what did I say, a sophomore is 10th grade? 10th grade? I'm going to 11th. So, freshman, sophomore. Yeah, I was a sophomore, a little sophomore. He was a senior. And that kind of made me a little bit pump a little bit because I'm just like, oh, I can get a senior. And I was being goofy like that. And after a while, no. When we decided to meet up, it started raining and I met him in the library, that day that we were supposed to meet. And we had a fire drill a little bit. And we met in the library afterwards, because we only had a little bit of time, passing periods and stuff. Then in the library, we went back near the bookshelf and we had a little kiss. I kissed him 2 times. It was just a simple kiss, and I texted him that was a very good kiss, but I wouldn't say it was good. I would say it's okay. And well, he smoked and stuff, so I could smell that on his breath, and that was fine. I was kind of used to that. Um, and he said it was not like very good, like deep kiss. He wanted it a little deep, and I understood that. Because I wanted that too, but I had to hurry. So I said just wait. Like I said, just um, wait until we meet again. Later on, and then it started pouring down rain, and I was scared that he would be like, oh, we can't meet and stuff, which is exactly what he said. Like, if the rain doesn't stop, we're not gonna be able to meet. Luck, I would say luckily, at that time, I was happy that the rain stopped a little bit, but Chassis still thought that we was going out for Whataburger and stuff, which, understandable and stuff. And I texted him just like, hey, are you still coming? Then I would say he had a nice car, like it was a nice car. And I forgot to tell Chastity that he was here, and then she saw me getting into his car. And she's just like, girl, I'm just like, I'm sorry, and all that stuff. Like, I wanted some personal time with him. We made out a little bit, did some stuff. I consent to it. I really did. I consent to it doing stuff with him a little bit, and then I got out of the car and I went home. When I got home, I lied to my mom. Well, I didn't lie. She knew where I was. Well, she didn't know exactly where I was. But we were in the car on campus, and then I had to leave, so I left. And then a few days later, I was with my bestie named Tamron and stuff. She wanted to hang out and stuff, go to Dairy Queen and stuff. We were planning on driving down to meet her, well, now ex-boyfriend, which is fine. We were planning on going down and meeting her ex-boyfriend and stuff, fine with me, and then she didn't, well, she wanted someone else to drive as well when she was driving, so I met my boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend, Alex. I met him, and we asked him if he could come with us and like drive back and forth and stuff. And he's just like, yeah, that's fine, that's cool. And I'm just like, okay, great. Like, we have a plan. And then we had a little time to ourselves. We hugged, we kissed. He was nice, like a very nice guy at first, but I didn't know at the time that he was grooming me. And I looked up what grooming means, and I'm gonna tell you that right now. Grooming is the action by a pedophile of preparing a child for a meeting, especially via an internet chat room, with the intention of committing a sexual offense. And I didn't know at the time that he was grooming me, grooming me into doing something that I didn't. So let's get into that. So a couple of days later, he asked me if I was like, if we had sex, which way would I like it? I told I told him I was just going along with him because I didn't Well, at that time, I just thought, like, I felt a little bit weird about it, but I commented back. I'm just like, oh, okay. And he was just like, well, it's gonna have to be in the back of my car. I'm just like, uh, okay. And this is the guy that I named Alex. This is Alex I'm talking about. I'm just like, okay. And I I just said, well, we're not gonna be doing that for a very long time, but I guess um from the back. And I know it was wrong of me to tell him that and commented back on what he said, but I just felt that, oh, if I just want to keep him, I might as well tell him that. And I felt weirded out afterwards. Like, it was so weird, and I just stopped talking for a little bit to him. He's just like, hey, yo, no, I'm inexperienced, but I promise I will make you feel good. And I'm just like, okay. And I'm sorry I don't have like a snap of his messages right now. I actually deleted everything I knew from him just to try to forget him, but I'm telling this story because I feel like if I tell this story, then this would get to a kid that's, or a teenager, or anybody that's in this kind of situation, and kind of fix them, like, not fix them, but give them an opportunity to get out of that kind of relationship, because that relationship is definitely not okay. And and after that, um ooh, my paper. um and after that little chat with him, um I decided to, like, contact him, and I said, hey, after school, can we talk a little bit? And he's just like, well, yeah, sure, after I get off of work. I have to go. He said I have to, like, head back to school anyway, have drama club. And I'm just like, okay, so we can meet and talk. And Chastity wanted to, like I said, he smokes and stuff, and my friend Chastity wanted to vape with him, and I was just like, oh, okay. I'm fine with it. She's still like one of my closest friends. I don't judge people on that. That's their life. They do what they do, you know. Um, he wanted to vape, and Chastity wanted me to ask him, yo, if he brought his vape. So I went out to the car. Like, when he came, I went out to the car with him, and I'm just like, hey, Chastity wanted to know if you brought the vape with him. And he's just like, yeah, I have the vape in my car. And that was, like, outside of our school. Which is a very big no. Like, a no-no. You should not be even doing that, even outside of school, even in your life. Like, vaping is, like, a no. Don't smoke, don't vape, don't do drugs. No, it's bad for your health. It's bad for everybody, especially in this pandemic. Don't do all that stuff. But then then Chastity came in the car with us. They we parked a little bit outside by the gym area. They vape and stuff. Um, Back then I used to do all that stuff, but I'm fine now. I vaped a little bit with them. But I'm good now. I quit. That was just a little time in my life that I had to experience. It's just the vaping part was just a little part of my life that I had to experience, and I'll get more on that vaping situation a little bit later. But after that, he started looking at Chastity and like giving a signal, trying to make her leave and stuff. So he drove Chastity to the front of the school and let her out, and then he drove to the side. Um, we talked for a little bit, but then at first we started making out, and I consent to the makeout part, but then the next part, he after we started making out, he I'm sorry, said to me, "Fair is fair," and then he grabbed grabbed me from the back of my neck and pushed my head down to give him um um I, I'm sorry to give him um head and stuff, to give him that, and I didn't really want to, but he was putting a lot of pressure on the back of my neck, so I could not go up, and it bruised my neck afterwards, which I didn't take any pictures of my bruise on my neck, so I'm sorry. Not to say I'm sorry, but I just and then he bruised the back of my neck when he was pushing my head down, and then I finally got free. He he took me to the back of his car, um, in the back seat, and he wanted to go all the way with me. And was the happiest day of my life when I got a call from my mom. That was my mom literally, like, if my mom wouldn't have called, I probably would have gone all the way with him. And and that's the thing. I'm happy that my mom called and I picked up the phone right away. I'm just like, "Yes, Mom, I'm I'm leaving now. My friend is picking me up," because I didn't want my mom seeing me in that kind of state. So, after I declined the car, I opened the door, I got out. He tried to drag me in, but um I got his hands off me and shut the door. Then I called my best friend Tamron to come pick me up after that. And my mom kept on asking me when I got home, "Where you been?" And I know you didn't just stay after school for a test, because I lied to my mom that I was staying after school for a test. And I'm just like, I was staying after school for a test, and I was being so I had the biggest attitude with her because I was still in the state of shock, and I know I shouldn't have had that kind of attitude with my mom, but I was still in a state of shock, and I was still a little bit shaken. I remember I've been have I had a lot of nightmares about that time, to where I couldn't get enough sleep, and the worst thing, I had to see him the next day. And thing is, we were still together at that time. But then after watching, um, after watching illuminations about her ex-boyfriend, I came to realize that I was in a dangerous situation that I needed to get out of. So, when I went to school, I told my friends I told Chastity and Sasha about what happened, and they're just like, "Oh my gosh, like, are you going to the counselor? Are you going to tell the principal or something?" I'm just like, I was scared to tell like the police or anybody because, except my friends, because I trusted them, because I didn't want a whole ordeal just to boom go down. And and that day after school, I told him, I'm just like, look, what you did was not okay. You shouldn't have done that to me. And I told him that this relationship is not an okay relationship. I'm breaking up with you. And I told him right then and there in front of everybody because I didn't want him to do anything to me. And since everybody was watching, he's just like, oh, okay. And just left. But then a few days later, he started following me around school. Um, following me around school, following me to my classes. And I know this because every single time I turned around, he was there. And the thing is, he doesn't even go the same way that I do. And most of my class, like, class directions. And I told my friends that, and I told my best friend Tim, I'm just like, yo, he keeps on following me. And he sent me, some text that he said that I was just using you. You were a chubby pig, and you're nothing. And I broke down in tears right in my third period class. And my friend Tamlin was by my side through everything. She texted him back and told him just like, look, if you keep on following Micaiah, my friend, and keep on sending these messages, we're gonna go straight to the cops. He's just like, go to the cops. I have cops on my side anyways. Like, and give me the messages. I will send them to court and stuff. And that broke me down because I didn't want all that to happen. I did not want that to happen at all. And I told her that, and she's just like, he's not gonna do it no matter what. And then, there was this girl sitting next to us, and she knew my sister. My sister, used to go to the same high school as me. She knew my sister, and she told my sister, about me going to the hospital and stuff, and my sister texted me just like, yo, your friends keep on coming up to me and asking me just like, hey, telling me that this dude is following you and stuff. And she's just like, for one, don't make up all these lies. And that broke me down because she was my sister. She's supposed to be there for me through it all. And I told her just like, look, I'm not lying. This actually is happening to me. And you're supposed to be there for me. And I'm sorry that if you think this is a lie, but it's not. And I sent that to her. And then my friend Tambra knew my sister as well. She texted her. I let her text my sister and said just like, look, I have nothing against you, but you're supposed to be there for your sister whenever she needs you. At that point. And then my sister texted back just like, I have nothing against what you're saying, but I know what's best for my sister, so thanks, but no thanks. And that kind of broke me down even more, and I started crying during lunch because all this was happening so fast, and I did not know what to do. So, afterwards, my sister sat me down and talked to me, and I told her everything. I told her about what happened and how he forced my head down and stuff. And then my sister's just like, dude, you need to go tell Ganana or go to the counselors or tell somebody because that's not okay. And I told her like I didn't want all this to just happen and just ruin not ruin but kind of I didn't want to be caught in the middle of all that chaos, so I just kept it to myself and I didn't tell anybody. But one day I got a call down to the office. I got a call down to the office and they told me that look, and my mom was there as well. And they sat me down and told me that somebody told the vice principal and the principal that I got sexually assaulted a few days ago, which I'm gonna tell you what sexual assault means. I got sexually assaulted. But I'm gonna tell you what that means. The term sexual assault refers to sexual contact or behavior that occurs without explicit consent of the victim. And consent occurs when one person voluntarily agrees to the proposal or desires of another, and I did not consent to what he did to me, and I did not want that to happen at all. And I learned, well, illymation explains more about grooming and other stuff. Grooming and well, not sexual assault, but other things about that. But seriously, somebody I was so happy that someone told the principal and the vice principal and everybody that I got sexually assaulted, and they wanted me to tell them exactly what happened. I was scared because my mom was in the room and I never really told her, and I was scared, but I still spoke it out anyway. And after that, I felt so good that I told them, but I didn't tell them exactly who it was. I just told them that he was in my class, and now I'm sitting, well, now separated, like far away from him, but he's still in my class. But I didn't want to tell them his name and stuff because I didn't want everything, like the whole police thing and everything, just to go down that day, and I did not want that at all. And after they told me, they're just like, we're gonna have police officers escorting you to your classroom in the hallways, so nothing like that happens. I was so thankful for that, but then after that, everything just kind of died down, and um, me and him kept our distance. Yeah, I said hi to him like once in the hallway, but that was it. Um, I just kept my distance, and after that, I couldn't. Well, after that, he didn't realize how much that damaged me. Like, I couldn't speak to most of my male friends, and I could not have them like hugging on me because I usually hug my friends and stuff. I couldn't have them hugging on me or anything. I just felt like distant, and that just literally messed up my mind, brought me to state of depression to where I started doing harm to myself. And after my mom found out about that, I went to a therapist. I'm still in therapy now, but I'm getting used to it. I'm still in therapy now, and still getting used to talking to um males males and being around them. Um Still working on it. But he didn't realize how much he um he did to me mentally, because I couldn't I couldn't even speak to my one of my bestest friends. His name is Taylor. I couldn't speak to him for um like a month after that. I couldn't I just couldn't. I couldn't be around guys. I couldn't look at them. I couldn't do anything. And that was heartbreaking for me because um because I was just wondering, why just did I do something? Did What if I didn't, like, if I had said stop, would he keep on going? If I had screamed for somebody to help me, would that be enough? And to the point where I just thought that I was just helpless and I just couldn't do anything at that point. But then this one person that spoke out for me and told somebody about what happened just saved me right then and there. It's funny how some people think that when someone tells their story, like on YouTube or something, that they're just doing it for attention. I'm here to say that we're we have a voice, and we're here to tell our stories so that other people will know that they're not alone. And I'm here to say that if you're in that situation, and if you are currently with someone that is like that, just know that there's a chance for you to get out. You can get out. It might seem hopeless now, but I'm telling you, you can get out. it's hard to think that there's so many men out there like that. Just unbelievable. And I just wish that they would think for once in their life how it is affecting others, and how it's affecting women and girls and little kids and people out there that they hurt every single day. And I wish I spoke out about it sooner, because my person is still out there. He's still out there, and I did not speak out about it soon enough. But I'm here to say that I'm okay. I'm smiling. It's a brighter day. It's beautiful. And I hope that everybody stays safe. And I'm sorry if this video was very long. I just really had to get this stuff off my chest. That's it for today in this video. Please like and subscribe. And just be safe. Oh, and I'm gonna put Illymation's channel in the description down below. Please go and follow her. She's amazing. She helped me through that rough time. If I didn't see her video of her and her ex-boyfriend and all that and all of it, I wouldn't have understood that my situation was wouldn't have understood that I was in a bad situation. I hope you like this video. Bye.